you are a mom in 2026 and you're still trying to do everything the hard way, this video is for you. These are not your Pinterest mom things, okay? These are things that are actually keeping me sane, and I hope they do the same for you. If you are new here, hi, my name is Marissa Linnell. On the channel, we talk about all things life, and the hell out of all of us, and we're going through it together right here, right now on this channel. I talk a lot about motherhood and just personal development, just being your best self, giving big sis advice, all of that jazz. So if you are interested in that, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. Before I get into this list, I want to set the tone for this video because this isn't about being the perfect mom. Motherhood this year and the years to come look very different than it did just a few years ago. There's more information, more opinions, more pressure, and honestly, there's a lot more exhaustion. So this video isn't about adding to your plate. It's about making life a lot easier. It's about choosing things that save time, reduce your mental load, and support you, not just your kids. So if you're a mom and you feel like you are just doing a lot and still wondering why it's just so hard, you're not behind, okay? You are just human. So let's get into the things that make mom life just a little bit easier. One thing every mom needs in this new year is an effortless everyday look, because the days of having time to get ready are just not realistic. So this is your mom uniform, okay? I honestly used to think that looking put together just meant more, right? More hair, more makeup, more outfits. And honestly, it just made getting ready stressful, even before the kids. Now I focus on having a go-to look, something that I can do quickly that makes me feel like myself, makes me feel put together, not necessarily dressed up, not sloppy, just put together, ready for the day. Okay, so for your hair, I would honestly stop trying to be creative every freaking day. Have one default hairstyle that always just works for you, okay? Whether that be a nice slick bun, claw clip style, a simple braid. For me, I usually have my hair in a weave, okay? And I am doing one of two styles. This curly hair, so I can literally wet it and go, or a body wave style where I can wear my heatless curlers overnight. When I wake up in the morning, the hair is curled, boom, done. That's it. The key here is having consistency over variety. Now let's talk about the makeup, okay? Your everyday makeup look should not be about glam. It should be about looking awake. So that looks like a little bit of foundation or a tinted moisturizer or even a concealer, brows, mascara, and some lip gloss. That's it. 5 minute max, okay? Anything longer than that, don't do it. The goal here is not to look done. It is to look alive. And the biggest thing for me was realizing I never needed more clothes, okay? I needed a formula, something that I can repeat without even thinking about. So I have an effortless outfit formula in 5 layers, okay? And I'm gonna give it to you guys. And the first layer is your base layer. These are the bottoms. I always start with the bottoms because comfort first, okay? Here you're gonna think about leggings, joggers, straight leg jeans, wide leg lounge pants. If it is not comfortable, I will not reach for it, okay? This is why it's always my starting point. Always start with your base layer, your bottoms. Next layer is gonna be your elevated top. So here we're talking about an oversized tee with structure, a rib tank, a neutral sweater, something along those lines, okay? The top is where I look intentional. It's an instant polish. The third layer, and this layer is not always going to be necessary, just kind of depends on what you're doing for the day. A lot of times I'm getting ready just to stay in the house because I do work from home. But the third layer is essential if you are leaving the home, okay? Literally what I like to call my cheat code piece, because this is what is always going to make me look styled. So this is like a denim jacket, a cardigan, a zip up hoodie, a lightweight coat. This third piece is going to make your outfits look planned, even when it wasn't. Fourth layer are your shoes. Your shoes are going to carry the look. Don't make it complicated. Keep it very simple. Clean sneakers, fitted, well-structured slides, flats or boots. For an everyday look, I usually don't rotate my shoes much. I'm usually reaching for a very clean sneaker. My choice of sneakers are going to be like a New Balance or the Nike Room. Anything's in those I'm usually wearing and I'm usually reaching for. It should go without saying that everything that you wear should be in good condition, okay? So I'm not saying pull out some fitted leggings that have a hole in it or some joggers that have a hole in it, dirty shoes, slides that are not well structured. You don't want slides that are leaning to the side when you're walking in them. Make sure your tops don't have holes in them. You do want to make sure that your clothing is not raggedy, okay? Okay, and the final layer, the finishing touch, like it's kind of a two-parter. The first thing is to make sure you have a scent, okay? You need an everyday scent. If you don't have one, find one. You can find some really inexpensive everyday scents. If you guys want me to do a video on some scents, some of my favorite everyday scents, please let me know in the comments below and I'm happy to do that for you. And then on top of that, you want to choose at least one finishing touch, okay? So that can be earrings, hoops, a watch, sunglasses. One small detail is going to change the entire vibe of your outfit. Having an outfit formula for me means I'm not standing in my closet thinking. I already know what works for me and it frees up so much mental space, which is what matters. So again, you do not need more clothes. You just need a formula. Another thing every mom needs in this coming year, and this one matters more than any product, is community. Motherhood can be incredibly isolating, even when you're surrounded by people that you know and love. And I honestly don't even think that we talk about that enough. Your world gets smaller, your priorities shift. And sometimes the people that you used to lean on, they just aren't in the same season anymore. And obviously there's nothing wrong with that. It just means that you're growing and things are changing. There's a lot of mom guilt that follows after giving birth when it comes to friendships, because those friendships do shift. It's not a bad thing. It's normal. It's expected. And at this season in your life, you need people who understand you, understand what you're going through, understand your schedule, your exhaustion, and the phase that you're in. It's not like you need more friends. You just need the right friends. And community in this coming new year doesn't have to mean a big group or consistent plans. Sometimes it could be one other mom that you can text. Sometimes it's an online space that feels safe. Sometimes it's a small group that just gets it. Having a community doesn't make motherhood more fun. It just makes it sustainable. You need people who can say, yeah, me too. This is why I actually so strongly believe in creating spaces for moms, whether it's online or in person, because there's just no pressure to perform. Just real conversations, real support, real life. And if you're watching this thinking, I don't really have that right now, or I don't even know where to find it, I urge you to get on social media and find a mommy group in your area. These groups plan like stroller walks, play dates, picnics in the park, all types of different events, okay? It's really a great space to meet other moms. Or another great space is finding local open plays in your area. And if you don't know what an open play is, it's like a drop-in style playtime where kids are able to play, socialize freely, and parents can chat and connect in a laid-back environment. Now, I do want you to understand and know that community isn't always immediate, okay? Sometimes it's a slow burn and it could be built very slowly. And sometimes it just starts with one conversation. Motherhood isn't meant to be done alone, okay? And in the new year, choosing community is choosing your mental health. Another thing that every mom needs in this coming year is permission. Permission to choose convenience without shame. Somewhere along the lines, moms were made to feel like doing things the hard way made us better parents. And I do not believe that at all. Convenience does not mean you are lazy. It means you are prioritizing your energy, and that matters. So what do I mean when I say choosing convenience without shame? Instacart. Instacart has been such a lifesaver for me at certain times. I don't use it all the time, but when I do use it, it saves me time, it saves my mental energy, and honestly, a lot of stress. So when I need it, I definitely use it. Also, pre-cut food, okay? Anyone who knows me knows I am the queen of pre-cut food. Pre-cut fruit, pre-cut veggies, even sometimes ready-made meals, okay? These are not shortcuts. These are tools. And if it aids in getting my family fed and keeping me sane, it definitely counts. If it helps you show up better, it is not cheating. Screen time. Yes, screen time. Sometimes it's educational. Sometimes it's just giving me 10 minutes to get something done or breathe, and that's okay. We do not need to justify survival mode. And if you're in the position, please pay for help. Cleaning, childcare, support. There is no guilt in that. Outsourcing does not mean you're failing. It means you are aware of your limits and you are a better parent for that. I have a friend who was a stay-at-home mom, okay? She recently just hired a nanny for 2 days out of the week. 4 hours on those days, okay? And sometimes when the nanny comes over for those 4 hours, she goes out and she's running errands or pampering herself, or sometimes she just stays at home and goes in the other room for a mental break, pouring into herself. It's amazing. She knew exactly what she needed. She knew her limits. You do not get extra credit for burning yourself out and running yourself into the ground. Another amazing convenience option, which I have not done yet, but I have thought about, is Amazon subscriptions, okay? If you are in a season of lots of diapers, lots of wipes, and all those things, put those things on a subscription so you don't even have to think about them, re-upping them. Diapers, wipes, household items, coffee. I think I'm gonna do it for my coffee pods on a subscription on Amazon, so I don't have to think about it, so I never have to worry about running out. Yeah. In the new year, the goal is not to do everything yourself. It is to create a life that is manageable. And sometimes that means choosing the easier option without apologizing for it. Convenience isn't lazy, it is strategic. Okay, so this one might sound simple, but I'm so serious. The next thing every mom needs in the new year is a wireless vacuum. Listen, stop cleaning. Okay, start doing mini resets. Having a wireless vacuum is going to make your mini resets possible. No cords, no dragging things out, no whole production. I grab it, I clean for 2 minutes, and I move on. This literally keeps my house livable. Not perfect, livable. And that's my goal. And another thing every mom needs is systems and routines. Not strict schedules, just anchors. Stop trying to reinvent your everyday. Repeating schedules will actually save you time and mental energy. So for me, that looks like the same breakfast most mornings, same grocery store order every week, same outfit formulas on repeat. I also have a nightly 10-minute home reset that I do instead of letting things pile up. Laundry happens on specific days, not when it's feeling overwhelming. And one thing I don't do very often, but I am going to start, is putting meals on rotation. So I'm not making new decisions every freaking day. Less thinking, fewer decisions, more peace. Honestly, repetition is a form of reset. Another thing that every mom needs in the new year is mental load reducers. A lot of those aren't physical things, they are systems. For example, I am really intentional about using my phone as a tool, not a stressor. I keep running notes, shared lists, reminders, anything that gets the thoughts out of my head and into the systems. One of the biggest game changers for us in this household has been the shared family calendar, appointments, plans, reminders, date night. It's all in one place. So I'm not the only one holding everything in my mind. If your brain is constantly trying to remember everything, you are doing too much. Offloading that mental load is not a luxury, it's a necessity. So all that to say, a lot of what moms need in the new year isn't more stuff. It's fewer decisions. And anything that saves time and reduces mental loads is definitely worth it to me. So if you're a mom watching this and you're thinking, I need to make things easier, this is your sign. You're not behind, you're just doing a lot. Do me a favor, sound off below in the comments and let me know if there's anything that you would add to this list. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. I truly am rooting for all you guys in the new year, rooting for fewer decisions and reduce mental load. If you like this type of videos, please be sure to subscribe to this channel. Please be sure to like, comment, share this video, and I will see you guys in the new year. Smooches.